Hey, hey, it's Kelly here at Don't Run with Scissors, your favorite Jeep driving mom of twins, lawyer who has three crazy rescue dogs, who has gone back to school full time to become a sign language interpreter in her spare time and likes to craft. If you're new here, welcome. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe and the like button. What that does is it sends me a little message that says, someone, you have another like or a new subscriber. It boosts my self esteem. It's a little burst of serotonin, makes me happy, and what the heck. If you're returning, welcome back to the crazy. Buckle up, grab your tea, your beer, whatever you're drinking, and let's have at it. It's Monday, the 15th. It's later than I thought we were going to be filming this, so you all will see it on Tuesday. I had every intentions of doing this earlier, and that didn't happen. Welcome to my world. For the last week, let's get the biggest thing out of the way, which really is the smallest thing when you see him. It's quite funny. So if you really pay attention when I just rattled off my whole blurb, um, you will know that I now have three crazy rescue dogs. If you follow me on Instagram at His Princess Kelly, you will also know that I have three crazy rescue dogs. We thought we were going to name him Jeeves. I thought that was the funniest name ever. I was like, that's perfect. He didn't apparently like that name. So we bantered around back and forth, and everybody's like, okay, you have Lizzie and Maisie, and our dog who passed before we got Maisie was Keegan. So we had K L, and then we have L and M. So clearly we needed an N. So my little, I'm gonna grab him because he's little. He's tiny. Come here, buddy. So he's only 8 pounds. He's full grown. He may gain some little chunky weight because but this is Nigel. Is he not the cutest little dog? He um he is he's a character. Of course he's a character. He's my dog. What would we expect, right? So he'll cuddle with Maisie on the chair. He'll stay with me, he'll stay with the kids. Um but then he also has taken to leapfrogging, or as the flying Wallen does, will jump from the couch to the chair. He will also perch himself on the back of the couch and watch the guinea pigs. But the other crazy thing that he does is him and the big girl, my big girl Lizzie, they play. They play like real dogs. And Nigel thinks she's Lizzie size, or thinks he's Lizzie size. I'm not used to having male dogs. Thinks he's Lizzie size. So, but in order for them to really kind of play and start to roughhouse, first of all, then Lizzie realizes how small he is, and she stops herself. It's the funniest thing to watch. It's like, oh, wait a second, you're small, can't do that. So now Nigel will stand up on the couch, and Lizzie's on the ground, and they tussle about. It's the funniest thing. Nigel also will grab tennis balls. So Lizzie, because she's so big, like a big tennis ball, isn't hardly anything in her mouth. So I have tennis balls all over. Maisie doesn't do them. I even bought Maisie the little tennis balls, thinking that would help. That does not help. Maisie's not. Maisie doesn't. Maisie watches these two fools with a look of disdain, and she just lays in the chair like, I am the princess. I'm not doing that shit. Pamper me. And I did. So Nigel, in his little teeny tiny head, the tennis ball is about as almost as big as his head. He will carry that ball around. It is the funniest flipping thing. The other thing is all three dogs now ride in the Jeep. They ride just fine. But now I'm picking up a second dog to put in the Jeep. Now the good thing is if I open the front door, Lizzie will go flying out. She'll circle the Jeep and she'll sit until I open the door for her to get in the Jeep. Maisie will run right out, get right to the Jeep door, and wait there, and like put her paws up on the Jeep, and she'll get her. Nigel has to be on a leash right now. He's yeah. He's a bit of a runner so far. So we're working with him. We've only had him a week. I got him last Tuesday. But he's a character. He's absolutely a character. Uh yeah. He did pee on my running shoes. So they're in the laundry. Um, I have all kinds of, like, I'm not at a shortage for running shoes. So, um, here's the other thing. I got new glasses, y'all. Okay. They have bifocals. They're my first pair of bifocals, so I'm still kind of getting used to them. But aren't they cute? And I splurged on myself. I got a pair of funky blue frames, and they're sunglasses. I have prescription sunglasses in my Jeep now. It's the greatest damn thing in the morning. It's a beautiful thing. I'm loving it. Although I will tell you, there have been a couple times now that I have walked out, like gotten out of the Jeep and gone into wherever I was going and realized I still had on the sunglasses. It's not that big. So I shopped the other day at Walmart with sunglasses on. I was avoiding the paparazzi. I don't know. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Again, check out hillbilly.candles on Instagram. That is my friend and his son's business. Um, Things are starting to really move there. I am expecting. I had to decide what size candles I want. They have 3 different sizes. I had to decide, um, but I am helping and from afar, and because we live in different states. Um, so, but I'm doing some things. I've got some things in the work that I'm helping with. I've done some other things with them. So I'm really, really excited. But please go check them out. If nothing else, just go like their Instagram to help them build a following. I'm now teaching the Jays how to do hashtags, which I think is funny because I thought everybody knew it. I was like one of the last people to learn about hashtags, but apparently I'm not. Love it. Love it. I love being able to help my friends be more successful. I thrive on that. Like it feeds my soul to do that kind of stuff. Um, so let's see what else has gone on. New glasses, candles. Oh, I got a new furnace and air conditioner. Holy mother of cows. I've had to turn down the heat several times now. Even though it was set, like I would set it where it used to be, but because it's new and it's so much more efficient, I had to go and turn it down. So that's really exciting. Um, let's see what else is happening. Those are really the big ones. And those are big ones. Business is still doing well. I'm still trying to play catch up. I go this Friday for round 2 of the injections into my back, provided that it still does exactly what the last one did. Everything will go ahead. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I'm going to go in for the nerve ablation. I'm a little freaked out. They have prescribed me Valium. Um, I have to have a driver for me to take the Valium, which is absolutely fine. He said if I was still kind of stressed out, they could do an IV drug. So, but he said it's not going to be much more intense than the injections. And if I've handled those without anything but lidocaine, I should be okay. So we have still been biking. It's been a little gentle because I've had a couple days where um, even to get up and kind of walk really hurt. Let's see. I did my presentation in my orientation to deafness class. It went well. I forgot to turn in my bibliography. Okay, so in law, like in my legal briefs, we cite right in our briefs. So I don't like I've never like it's been ages since I've done a bibliography for anything or had to cite sources beyond like exactly in my paper. So when I go into court and I argue a motion or if I say like based on case number blah blah case whatever, it's right there. I don't ever like then turn around and give the judge a bibliography. Like it just doesn't cross my mind. So, I said, hey, based on these three, based on the ADA, on No Child Left Behind and on IDEA, here's what we're looking at as far as how to get services and just things, accommodations covered for in this case people who are deaf or hard of hearing. You know, what ways and where and what sort of things are covered and what's not covered. Um, what's considered a reasonable accommodation in a work situation versus, in a small work in a small business versus a large conglomeration. Like all of those things. So that's what I discussed. It was a good topic. It was something I'm very familiar with. Totally forgot to turn in the site sources for IDEA, No Child Left Behind, and the ADA. And so I'm sure if I turned it in tomorrow, she'd give me the points. But here's the thing, I still have a solid A in the class, and we only have one more thing due, and that's the final. And that's only 25 points. Do I need to bother with it? No. Will I? Yes. So, if all goes well in ASL 2, which should, right now I'm still sitting at a solid A. So, if that stays through the final, and all is well, I will finish my first semester back with like a 3.8, 3.9. I'm not sad. I'm like really, really proud of myself. Um, Again, I've already registered for next semester. That is all paid for. The only thing that I may still add to my schedule is the class that I need in the prep work to sit for my personal trainer certification. Um, I can register for it on the 17th, so on Wednesday. I could stretch some things. The furnace and the AC really kind of hit my budget again after having come back, like being business being so slow with the pandemic and everything. Um, I built back up my savings somewhat, and then all of that happened. So it's kind of low, and I'm like, do I take the money out and just fingers crossed, like that it's not going to be an issue, or do I hold off and maybe take that class maybe next fall? I mean, it could potentially do it over the summer, but by the time summer gets here, I am taking, I think, one or two classes for ASL, but I'm also going to be at peak Ironman training time. So I would probably push it back. Like if I don't do it it would start in January. If I don't do it then, I would more than likely push it back till September or the fall. So that is kind of where I'm at. Like I'm still kicking around some things and whatnot. Let's see what else. My son at his one college, they sent out a big promo for the music department and all the events that are going on in theater and dance and music and stuff. And it's him. He's the pitcher at his concert in his little tuxedo. So cute. He's so cute. So he thinks I'm funny. So I'm trying to think what else. That's really and truly about all that's going on. You know, we'll be back before Thanksgiving to talk to you and wish you all a happy American Thanksgiving. Um, so with that said, I did actually get quite a bit of stitching done. I'm going to start off with haul just because it's taking up quite a bit of space on my table here. The first thing that I got is from the Stitching Ferret. They are now doing like a surprise mystery piece of, and I get Ada because that's just what's easier for me. Like it's just my go-to. So I put in, they had a couple of them. They were like $7 a square. Now it does come from the UK, so pricing was a little high, but not really. Like it was accurate for what like, and it came pretty quick. So I ordered their last 4 pieces of Mystery Ada, and these are the 4 colors. It's kind of blowing them out a little bit. It's not too bad. That front one is a little bit more dark. They're all actually a little bit more dark than what they're showing up. And this is more green. those are really nice. I think I'm going to, and I want to say they're like 9 by 7 or 9 by 9. It's a decent size square. Now it's small for anything I usually typically do, but not everybody does gigantic things, and that's okay. Um, so I have a stitching buddy, like Secret Santa, that I'm finishing my ornament for. She's also an Ada Stitcher, so these actually may end up in a gift to her, which is half of the reason I was thinking I was going to buy them anyways. Okay, so that's